Yes, don't forget to check out Doggie Diamonds No Filter on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. If you do not know how to get there, the links are right in the description box. You should already be subscribed. But if you're not, just go down below under the video and subscribe now. Also, for $100, I promote whatever you need on my social medias and my website. That's my Twitter, Facebook, Insta Stories, YouTube community, and my website, www.doggydiamondstv.com, which you will be featured on. Hit me up on Instagram at Doggie Diamonds for your promo. Serious inquiries only. Must be Cash App ready. And yo, you could be a member of the channel. If you wasn't a member, you could be a member now. If you was a member before, the memberships got a little messed up, but they are back. So go right in that same description box after you subscribe to the podcast. Become a member or become a member again. Let's go. So, when you hear them chords, you already know what's about to happen. Something epic, something special. Somebody I never had on my platform before.
Hey.
I'm going to the South with this one.
Take it to the 504.
I love the South, so I gotta go there. So, without any further ado, as y'all already hitting the like button, y'all already subscribing, we going. All right. Make sure my glasses ain't foggy and all that. So we good. While y'all hit that like button. But yeah. Here it is. Here we go. What's up, everybody? I go by the name of Doggie Diamonds. This is Doggie Diamonds TV. Let them introduce yourself. Pull the thing down a little bit more so they can see more of you. Yeah, there you go. There you go. That's perfect. There you go.
Boom. What it do, man? Check it out, man. It's your main man, Fiend International Jones, doing an exclusive interview with the one, the only Doggie Diamonds. You heard me?
504. Damn. When I hear that area code, so much comes to mind. I think about Creole. I think about definitely No Limit, Cash Money, Mardi Gras, the Meters.
Oh.
Yeah, the Meters, Katrina, the Meters. You ain't think I know about that one, right? Katrina, unfortunately, but so much. When you were you born and raised there?
Oh yeah, born and raised uptown Hollywood, you heard me, New Orleans, Louisiana.
So it's historical neighborhoods. Holly Grove, is that Lil Wayne? That's what he shouts?
Yeah. Hollywood Grove, 17 Ward, man. Yes, sir.
What is the ward thing? Could you break that down for me? Because I don't know nothing about these wards.
The ward thing, the closest thing I could tell you, so you can kind of like grasp the ward thing. And ward, what we mean is W-A-R-D.
Yes.
Like saying like a borough.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? Like it'd be equivalent to a borough or a neighborhood, for most people.
Mm-hmm.
From Hollywood Grove, which consists of really like 3 parts of the city make up Hollywood Grove. Make up the 17 Ward, you heard me? You got Pigeon Town, you heard me? Hollywood Grove, and you got kind of like Shrewsbury a little bit, like a little bit. But Hollywood Grove is infamous, one of the most well-respected neighborhoods, the 17 Ward, one of the most well-respected wards in the city. You know what I'm saying? No shade on none of the other families that's in the city, but well-respected uptown.
All I know is Holly Grove from Wayne. I know about Magnolia Projects and Callio. That's all I know. I don't know nothing else about it. Is that the most popular because of the music?
I would say us some areas that was put on a map worldwide. You know what I'm saying? The Callio Project, the Magnolia Project, Hollywood Grove, the 9th Ward, you hear me, 10th Ward. All the wards get their respect, you hear me? I think a lot of the spitters, a lot of the MCs, a lot of the most crushing MCs came from uptown. You know what I'm saying? The whole city got it on lock, but uptown was the ones I think that got the most famous.
So what is uptown?
Uptown is considered the 3rd Ward, 12th Ward, 17.
Man, we ain't gonna figure it out, man. Cause when I think uptown, I think of UTP now. Now I think about Skip and Wacko because they was UTP. So
check us out. Uptown, because it's like, man, like Uptown huge, bro. You got 17, the 3rd Ward, you feel me? You got the Callio Project, the Magnolia Project, the Melphamine Project, are all within probably like 3 miles radius from each other.
Mm.
You hear me? And then past going down, like you hear me, about a couple miles, you got the Tent War. You hear me? That's the St. Thomas Project. You feel me? Like, sheesh, them boys was getting it in.
So
You feel me?
the first time I really saw what it looked like, I guess what it really looked like was Juvenile Han video. How accurate is that? How accurate is that?
Yeah. That's you hear me? That's like what they call hitting the nail on the head. You feel me? That's hitting the nail on the head for the Magnolia. You hear me? Like, that's a wild weekend, doing something in the park on a weekend. Like, that's how I can get, especially if your people want to come out and support you like that.
It looked really poor though. Is it really?
What it is, I think it's just, I think it had a bad eye. It's poor to the eye because it was project. I mean, any project you think about, you hear me? But like, people were doing well for themselves. It's just a project. Poor. I think you could think any borough, you could think of any impoverished place in the world. You know what I'm saying? It's just that, that was a good showcasing of.
He looked like he rubbed himself in Vaseline or baby oil. I'm like, yo, man, what's going on, man? This nigga ain't got no shirt on.
Nah, the humidity had us glowing.
Oh, wow. It's that hot out there.
Yeah, you out in 110 degrees. You heard me? Like, you're gonna be one with yourself.
Yeah. You
respect that heat.
So you were No Limit in the town. Was it a choice of what labels you was messing with or who you was dealing with? Because Cash Money has been in existence for a while as well, right? But they just wasn't as known. Could you give me the history of that?
No. See, our city, you know how your city has its own world outside of the rest of the world, right? So picture, it was Big Boy Records and Cash Money Records were the biggest two local labels in New Orleans at one time.
Got you.
So when Big Boy Records kind of was regrouping and doing their thing, Cash Money was constantly growing, but No Limit ended up, to me, stepping back home, like to New Orleans, like 96, 97. And once we signed with No Limit, like people like myself, Mac, So Slim, Mystical, Beats by the Pound, a few other people, that made it just really, really enforced that No Limit was like, like, shit, we're gonna start paying attention to this, because we was already local celebrities.
Got you.
Doing shows on the weekends and stuff like that, you know what I mean? So then it became a No Limit Cash Money. Then No Limit, of course, we had our run like we did, and then Cash Money popped worldwide with that Han song. Shout out to Juvenile Manifesto.
That's when I first saw it. But you know what though? I'm gonna be real with you, and I'm gonna go on record and say this. Master P had so many ads in the source.
Yeah.
Y'all had distinct artwork. So I used to look at the artwork, and it was always to say done by Pen and Pixel. That's all I remember. Pen and Pixel. That all the artwork. Then Cash Money came, and I'm like, what is this fake No Limit artwork they doing? Because that's where I'm from. There's no biting. So when I saw that, I was like, so explain it to me. How did they end up having the same looking artwork as y'all?
What happened was, shout out to Sean at Pen and Pixel. See, the thing was like this here, you feel me? Like, where we from, like, if you go get your paint job done by this guy, and he's the most popping dude in the city, you know what I'm saying, to be taken, you respected, like, you coming like that, you feel me? Like, when you coming that Doggie about to, ooh, that boy Doggie.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Pen and Pixel was like that, yeah, for us, you feel me? Like, we was going to Texas, Houston, Texas, and getting our artwork done. So it was only right for Cash Money to want to take their label to the next level by walking in the footsteps of what we were doing, or just even if they saw somebody else doing it, to be taken serious on that level in that time. That's kind of like how we proceeded. Now, I'm a hip hop baby, and I feel you on that. Like, certain things can be looked at as biting, but like at home, it was more like, shit, if I got my jewelry done by Doggie Diamonds, you feel me?
Especially like with the gold teeth and all that. Yo, I got my teeth over here. Well, where you got your teeth? Oh, well, let's go get our teeth there. Yeah.
Yeah, like, see, if you went and got your gold teeth done on Claiborne Street, you hear me? Your shit was official, you feel me? So like, that's how that went. Like, oh, you official? That boy got pen and pixel cover. Like, yeah, you know.
So in the city, was it a war between Cash Money and No Limit? What was it like?
Honestly, it wasn't. It was no war, you know, because war is a very strong word from where I'm from.
You know, to the outsiders, we thought it was issues because y'all never did
No,
shit together.
no, I definitely know you're coming from. It was a lot of to me in the thick of things. It was a lot of overstandings, you know what I'm saying? And no one never kind of like stepped in and said, I'm going to clarify what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
So to me, this assumption of something kept just looping. It just was on loop as the years go by. It just kept looping and kept looping and kept looping. You know what I'm saying? Like the reality of it is it's just two companies that was, one was on the left, one was on the right. You know what I'm saying? One was doing anything like this and one was doing anything like that. And we've collabed, like artists has collabed. I've collabed with BG. I've collabed with Hot Boy Turk. Of course, I collabed with my man, Holly Grove vet, Lil Wayne, you know what I'm saying? I work with Manny Fresh, you know what I'm saying? I always had love and respect for Birdman and Slum, you know what I'm saying? The whole team. So, you know, I think it was a lot of misunderstanding on loop. Now, I can't speak on the CEO's personal upbringing to know what was, you know what I'm saying?
The issues. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just to keep it 1,000 with you, Doggie, you know what I'm saying? But in my, you know, my career of doing that, I've always had a great relationships with both labels.
Question. This is a tough question. The verses. Cash Money versus No Limit. Who will win that versus? Keep it real.
The keep it funky, it's hard to say, Doggy, because like I think we like tomato and tomato when it comes to certain type of club, street music and stuff like that. You hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Like I think when it comes to the clubs, I think Cash Money swung a little harder, more consistently on the club side. You know what I'm saying? Manny Fresh doing such a great job on the production on that. But like, you know, they got certain parts of the states and the world, like, you know, all they just want to hear is that No Limit Records run. You know what I'm saying?
That make them say, I'm going to ring off real hard.
You got make them say, you got fucking mother niggas, you got
No, bout it. When that come on, that's different. That's what started everything. But I think when that Cash Money taking over for the night, that burn,
man.
That's kind of tough.
Hey,
you know,
as I say, see, we from like a genre that we created, like at the end of the day, you know, a person from the South gonna think I gotta stay off in the clubs too with something. That's how I'm always eat. So I think Cash Money was always super smart about that. You know what I'm saying? And then for the record, fam, I just left on a No Limit reunion tour, and Juvenile was featured on the tour. So let's be clear.
I already know.
And it was a beautiful thing. It was a beautiful thing to finally hear his music
on the No Limit tour. Juvenile was featured.
Yes, sir.
That's incredible. Yes, I love to hear that. That's incredible, man.
Yeah, love it, bro.
It ain't never too late. It ain't never too late.
Bro, my mom's always telling me a delay is not a denial, dog. You hear me? And I think it's beautiful because we turned the city out, bro. Like for real, the city came out. It was a packed house. We had special guests, Snoop Dogg, Nelly, Keith Sweat. You know, we were celebrating Percy Miller, Master P's birthday, and it was huge, bro. So I love that because the division don't really get nothing done. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like for the bigger picture, for real. If you a giant and I'm a giant, we should meet. They say two mountains never meet, but two men will. So, you know, that's how I went there.
It had to be a very high point being in there, but it also had to be a low point because it was a time where everybody was No Limit soldiers. You had Shaq in the video. You had all. Then it was just a time where y'all was just gone. Like we didn't hear nothing from nobody, just sprinkles of Master P, especially you. Like you was one of the main faces early on, and then you was gone. What happened? Did something happen with the business? Because I know the business.
You know what, Doggie? Things got a little different for me. And I was a studio kid. You heard me? I stayed off in the studio. You know, I wasn't, after I got in the studio, that's where I was at. I'm in the studio. I want to make music. This is where I want to make my money at. We go to shows, but I want to get back to the studio. So when things got a little unpredictable for me, I just kind of like had to reassess things on the business side. And in the process of that, time waits on nobody. So I just went to putting things out independently. I had a talk with Percy Miller, went over and hollered at him, shook hands, and I told him, while we looking to figure things out, I don't know what's going on. I still gotta feed myself. I got a newborn baby coming. You feel me? Like I gotta figure some shit out. And I think he may have had some things going on, bro, because the feds was just, they wasn't kind to us, bro.
Explain that. What the feds was on y'all?
They not so much was on us, they was just being a thorn in our side. You know what I'm saying? We had no reason for them to spend so much time as they did following us around the world like they did.
Around the world.
Yeah, bro. Like,
wow.
Yeah, bro. Just imagine, bro, going
the KGB is somewhere looking.
Bro,
I don't even want to talk about that. I don't want them on me.
No, it's all good. I mean, I have nothing to hide. You feel me?
Yeah.
I survived plenty. I remember going to the restroom in the airport, going to take a piss, son, and some gentleman being one urine over from me, 2 stalls over from me, and just went to talking. I'm like, he's like, yeah, man, you're flying to California. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He's like, yeah, man, did you know Percy bought a travel agency? I'm like, man, I flushed that shit, just walked out, bro. Like, I'm like, don't get me wrong. It come with the territory when people think you're doing one thing and they're trying to make your rights wrong. Yeah, so, we were mature about it and we just kept moving. And then the real final blow to me, kind of like, I'm gonna call it going underground, is because my brother Mac McKinley Phipps had caught a charge, and then Corey Miller caught a charge, then Kenan Abel had caught a charge. So I kind of like, I went underground, fam. I was like,
too close to home.
I gotta figure this out. I don't, you know what I'm saying? Like this, I really need to regroup. Like I don't, you know what I'm saying? Like, like what's going on? Everybody around you, getting picked up, whether the shit true or not, they still picking you up and you still facing the circumstances of fighting for your life. So around for Doggie, I went underground, bro. I had to figure it out. I had to get my money up.
Yeah.
Just in case I had a situation.
But the general public would probably want to know, you on a successful label, part of Successful Records. Why wouldn't you be up financially? Is it something that took place that the money wasn't right?
I mean, yo, man, like, I'm gonna just say this here, bro. Like, once people assume something about you, they got the right to freeze shit. They got the right to close doors. They got the right to repossess shit. You know what I'm saying? And that just made it like that. I walked away from millions of dollars, bro, to go figure my thing out. Communication Rule of the Nation says Tim Smooth. You feel me? And I always communicate. As a young dude, I was blessed to, like, I'd rather be an asshole for 5 minutes than an asshole all my life. So I'm going to talk it out. We're going to figure this out, bro.
Yeah.
So when I couldn't get the clarity I needed, I didn't put the pressure on not really getting the answers I needed. I just kept my feet moving. Just to keep it 1,000 with you, feel me?
I heard this a long time ago. The streets talk, the barbershop talk. I heard, and it might just be bullshit, but I heard Master P, when he signs you, he say, "Yo, pick your house, pick your car, and you ain't getting shit else. I'm gonna buy you a house. I'm gonna buy you a car. You ain't getting no publishing, right or wrong."
Nah, I'm gonna say.
What percentage of that is correct?
I'm gonna say, I think I like the Johnny Gill story. I think each dog has his own hunt.
Got you.
Communication, everything. My brother was a hustler. If I ain't know nothing, bro, like we gotta talk. You know what I'm saying? Like communication is everything with a man. A man can only respect you if you voice how you feel. And to me, I do know that artists were getting homes and cars, but I'm gonna say this of all fairness. Just think about this here. In the mix of you having a stable of elite MCs in the world, whether you looked at it as being elite MCs, our world looked at us as being elite MCs, right? Just imagine, but you got a little homie he might be your little cousin or something, right?
Mm-hmm.
Your little cousin starts rapping. Doggie throws him a house, throw him a car, put some paper in his pocket. Dude started rapping 4 weeks ago.
Mm.
So I think a lot of people was getting that misconstrued. You know, I got some type of financial payment, like you're saying, like, was it could have been more? We always want more, but I just think that the time of things that happened just made it to when we couldn't really get around that corner.
Got you.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know what it's like to walk in Percy Miller's shoes at that time to know what was up, but for the most part, that we could talk about it,
Mm-hmm.
shit, you know, we can get some straightening on it. You hear me?
Where
Yeah.
y'all at now? I know y'all did y'all hit the road together recently? Y'all did,
Yeah,
right?
we on
It's
No
with the
Limit
tour, right?
reunion tour. Hey, he a Taurus like I'm a Taurus, bro. Like shit, all it takes is a conversation. You feel me? You know, shout out to him for still, you know, getting up, tightening up his boots and getting out here and making something happen for him and his family.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
This industry ain't easy, bro. Like, you know, a lot of people like to make it seem like it's easy, bro. It's not easy walking in here getting $100 million, $400 million from companies, bro. You know, we don't know what that cat had to do. We don't know what was negotiated. We don't know what he had to sacrifice in his time, his energy, you know what I'm saying, his years, you know what I'm saying? Like, so I always like to keep that in mind,
He got
bro.
a lot of weight on his shoulders too because who he is. So if you were worth 400 million, if you worth 300, they say you fell off. If you worth 100, they say you
Yeah,
fell off.
yeah.
That's how
I
you know.
will, we got the only genre of music that if you take one day off
You
from
they'll
something,
reroute. They reroute.
everybody has the Janet Jackson syndrome. What
Yeah.
have you done for me lately?
Your name, Fiend. Well, why you pick that name? Because you know when we think of Fiend, you know what we think. We think of a smoker. We think of a crackhead. We think of a bass. Why you pick Fiend? What does your name mean?
Why I pick Fiend is because I was chosen to always see the good in everything.
Okay.
So I was able to be blessed to make my fans look at a name and see it totally different.
Got you.
You know, I was always a student of Rakim,
Mm-hmm.
and in high school, my buddies used to be like, "Yo, you sound like microphone fiend, like rock. You
Mm-hmm.
need to be some kind of fiend, dog." You know
Mm.
what I'm saying? So that was the birth of Fiend in high school at Walter L. Corn.
Dope. So in this time, was it a time where you sat, you kind of did your own independent thing, and I guess at this time, this is when Cash Money is was was you like, did you ever think about going over there and saying, "Yo, could I work with y'all?" Or were you?
You know what? We've always had great relationships. You know, we both from Uptown. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, Birdman, they was around the corner visiting family members from where we stayed at after I moved to the third ward from Holly Grove.
Mm-hmm.
Me and my mom and my older brother moved from Holly Grove. So the relationships was there and we had communication. But after talking to um, Birdman for a minute, he used to always tell me, man, I think you're a little smarter just to be rapping, bro.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? He said, me personally, I can see you running your own label, or I could see you A&R or something and doing some real business with me. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Mm.
He used to always tell me he wanted to hear me. You know, I go to Miami, go to Circle House, I go to another little studio they was at, and he just let me get a room, just let me do me, dog.
Mm-hmm,
Like, you
mm-hmm.
feel me, record, and he'd be like, yo, I'm out of town, but when I pull up, I want to hear something. And we'll have meetings 3 in the morning in the studio, bro. Big tour bus pull up in the city 3 in the morning. You heard me? Like, we really, really fuck with each other, but we never went forward as doing as far as me signing. We even did like 6 songs. Like, did some working toward him.
Where they at?
On some, I got the joints.
Okay. Wait, with Birdman rapping?
The ones that he got the raps, he got those versions.
Got you.
Yeah.
Got you. You had a lot of label mates. What? I'm confused by how everybody on the label just end up in some type of legal trouble. Is that just the street? Because I don't think it's the label, but what is it about this street life, coming off the streets, coming into celebrity, getting money? But you've been a street dude longer than you've been a celebrity. Like,
Right.
do you think because if we look at what's going on now with the artists, they doing the same shit that was being done back then. It's just now it's being more filmed. It's on tape. What is it about the transition that people are not doing well?
Facts. You asked me, which is I think this is a great question. I think it's entitlement, bro.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? It's entitlement, man. You know, you see me going to the corner store every day, going buy a pack of cigars. You know, you see me busting a little jug here and there, making a few dollars. I think most people feel entitlement and feel like you made it. You know what I'm saying? Like, and feel like, you know, either help me out, look out for me, you know. And I think that most people change on you because they figure that you have excelled and done more than them.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody don't hate you. It's that people don't know if you change.
Mm-hmm.
So they end up changing, looking for the change, and it may not be nothing.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I know one point in my career, I couldn't have told a motherfucker I was broke. They wouldn't believe me.
I go through that now. I go through that now. They like, yo, you on YouTube, you get millions of views. I know you got money. And it's like, yeah, but I got bills too, though. Like, I got real bills.
Yeah.
Like, real
People don't
bills.
process that.
Yeah.
They don't process that they don't process, they think you just got a Scrooge McDuck vault full of gold coins.
I wish.
And it's endless. You know what I mean?
wish.
And I'm not mad for people wanting that for you.
Mm-hmm.
But I think the reality of it, and I just think that sometimes too, bro, you get people that's a little envious because they're so focused in this environment that don't know that they got to get out of that environment to grow. If not, it's just like a cesspool, and you're gonna be forced to dislike and hate. That is the environment of the
or let
hood.
your gun go and get jammed up.
Yeah. Like, I mean, don't get me wrong. Shit, everybody different. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
My life is a little bit different than some guys. You know, I like to think my life was a little more, my life was preserved.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just highly favored for me to go through a lot of things in life that didn't have to make the media. My dad used to always tell me, he used to travel with me. He was like, man, if they knew about this, you'd be like Tupac or some shit.
Yeah.
I remember looking at my dad like, I don't want to be like Tupac.
Because the successful thing of it, yeah, we want that, but he's deceased. See, that's the thing that people don't get. They love the celebrity, but he's deceased. So if you want to be like somebody, go ahead.
And I'm not, excuse me, dog. Yeah, I'm not shitting on Pac neither. I didn't like what came with somebody being so ultimately talented.
He's deceased.
And like the negative.
Yeah, look at the end result. That's what I'm saying. It ain't no diss to him, but I'm saying the end result. Nobody wants that end result, especially at 24, 25 years old. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
so,
that was a hard pill to swallow, bro. And look, you know, like, think about it, bro. Like, think about it, bro. Like, here you want to do music. The music helped you get through all this life. It helped you. It was therapeutic, realistically. Going then for myself, it was therapeutic. You feel me? So just think about it, man. You know, you at the height of a career. Not every day is 2 guns on you, bulletproof vest.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? You know, you can't even hug your friends like you in the club if you see them, because you don't want them to see, you know, how you moving around. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's supposed to know you even like this, you know, protecting yourself like that. So it was like that. You were your own security. I was my own security. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't see me paying a man to die for me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm not knocking how the system goes, but this was my thinking.
At that time.
Hollywood Grove. I'm like, what that cost? You know what I'm saying? Like,
I do want to ask you though, Mystical, what the fuck are we? What's going on, man? What's happening?
I can't.
Do y'all speak? Like, was y'all cool? Was y'all close? Did you?
Yeah,
man. What's going on, bro?
He just was on tour. We just was on tour.
Oh, he was with y'all?
No, we just was on tour a couple months ago. You know what I'm saying? And we just did Kentucky. We just had a great run of shows for the last like year and a half of doing these sold out shows, bro. And I can't call it, bro. I wish I could throw some type of inkling to some type of overstanding of this, but I'd be lying if I had any kind of opinion on it to any type of direction. Like, I wasn't there, and I don't know what it's like to be that type of a pop star, and to know that your every move could be altered behind someone saying something, whether it's true or whether it's false.
Gotcha.
Taking nothing against any women that have been battered, bruised, raped, sexually assaulted, not downplaying that at all.
But regardless of accusation, your mugshot is going up.
Man, bro, I just seen it too many times, bro. I got homie doing 3 life sentences. It's real out here. And my whole thing is be accountable for myself.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know
yeah.
what I'm saying? Be accountable for myself. The homie stayed less than 3 miles from me. His house is less than 3 miles from me. I might see him at a gas station outside of the tour, be like, what's up? You know what I'm saying? Oh, for sure. Good seeing you, dog. See him and his family's at a restaurant, see him with his family at a restaurant, holler at him. But his personal time,
It's his
I
personal time. Yeah, yeah.
his personal
When
time.
you go to
'Cause
sleep at night, you ain't like, yo, you sleep, my nigga? Yo, yeah, that's it. So,
his personal time.
I deal with this a lot on my channel. One of the things my channel is known for, and I call it like that spooky shit that going on in the industry. Have you witnessed or seen anything that you was like, what the fuck is going on?
I definitely seen some stuff, bro. I didn't, I've been I've been followed to airports, you know, U.S. Marshals walk up on me showing their badge out of nowhere. You
Wow.
know what I'm saying? Talking about they've been following me since baggage claim. You know what I'm saying? I've been places where dudes lean to you out of nowhere and tell you, yo, I know I'm going to hell, son. You know what I'm saying? I'm like,
Just a random stranger say I'm going to hell?
I mean, someone within the industry.
Oh
You know what
wow.
I'm saying? Like, and just, we have camaraderie. And just, I've always been a guy that serious men been okay to talk to me as a jit since I've been a young dude.
Mm-hmm.
They don't mind running into me. I listen, I learn if I can. I can learn from you, feel me? And I just seen a lot of weird shit.
Cause
And
you hear of people selling their soul. That's what I'm talking about. Have you seen people that's just like, yo, I'm selling my soul. I don't care. I want the riches. I want the fame. I don't care what I gotta do. Have you
yeah, I
seen?
mean, I've definitely seen some people willing to do anything for a step up to
Mm.
change their environment, their situation for sure. And either they're gonna learn the hard way or maybe they get a taste of it for now. And I'm not judging them because every person got their own plight and their own traveling, you feel me? I just know like, I'm gonna go over here. You know what I'm saying? If that ain't my vibe, I'm gonna stand over there, you know what I'm saying? Lightning strike, I'm gonna
Reason why I'm asking you that, because some people believe it exists, some people don't think it exists. So I like to ask the artist who was there, the highest of levels, mid levels, and then on their own path right now. What do you think? Like, have you ever been like, yo, Fiend, yo, have you ever been propositioned though? If you come over here and such, I ain't even talking about no fun boy weird. So I'm just saying, if you ever been in a situation where they say, yo, Fiend, come over here and do this, and this could probably this, that, and the third, and you was like, oh hell no. Have you ever?
Nah, I was one, I used to take things more too serious than usual.
No
And
smiling, nothing,
yeah,
right? Like, yeah,
I used to take things too serious.
yeah.
So, you know what I'm saying? Like I never had them indecent proposals, as they say.
Got you, got you.
You know what I'm saying? Never had them indecent proposals. But I used to get heads up.
Mm.
You hear me? I'm in New York, Swiss to tell me, yo, whatever you do, these people here are in the studio. Do not be in the studio with them after midnight. Talk, trying to, yeah, when I was signing Rough Rider, I was signing Rough Rider for 4 years.
Yeah, I
I
remember that.
never
Yeah.
did this about
So
the Rough
Swizz Beats
Rider.
used to call you and say, "Yo, don't go to that studio. If you go, leave at a
Man,
when
he know
when
I'm
the
in New York. He know I'm moving around. He know I'm going to Sony. They got all kind of different artists there. He know like what was going on. He see how I'm moving. He was always a fan and a supporter and also a genius at heart too. He'd be like, yo, I got some tracks for you. You can pull up. I got stuff for you, Eve and Styles. And I'd be like, okay, cool. I'm about to come to Sony. He said, yo, I'm gonna be there at this time, but if I'm not there, yo, you see this one or that one, I don't care what they talking about. You feel me?
and it's well-known people that we all know.
Oh, bro, like,
Damn.
it's just is what it is. Like I said, I'm not judging. It's just good to have heads up because, their cup of tea may not be my cup of tea.
Facts. You could have
You know
walked
what I'm
into
saying?
something that's mentally scarred. Like, yo, hold on,
Oh,
what the fuck
bro,
is going
yeah.
on?
Oh,
Pull out the
yeah.
gun. Like, yo, hold on, everybody get on the
Yeah,
floor.
yeah,
Y'all wilding in
yeah,
here. Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
So, did you was it a time where you were sour in the industry that you didn't want to rap, that you was like, yo, I got to put this down for a little while? Or have you been working over the years silently? Was it a time where you completely stopped? Because I know it's a time where sometimes we just stop. We spend so much time in the studio. We don't want to go in the studio. You don't have no pen in your hand.
Mhm.
Every now and again, you might hum some stuff, but you like, man, I ain't laying that shit down because the industry changed so much.
The industry changed so much, and you know, you always want to stop doing something if you think it's not being appreciated or being reciprocated financially by your efforts.
Mm-hmm.
But I was born to make music, and I did it for no money at one time, so I wasn't going to just let the financial part stop me from being what I was made to do.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, sometimes you just need breaks, man. Life will be hard on you, bro. I got kids.
Facts.
Like you know what I'm saying, life will be hard on you and then make you regroup. But that's the best time to make that music because it's not just about sticks and dicks and grabbing guns and fucking bitches. And, you know, it's about making music for the world. So any artist that's watching, producers, executives, keep in mind, bro, like music is made also to talk through the times of what we're going through. You know what I'm
Marvin
saying?
Gaye,
Marvin
what's
Gaye,
going on? Yeah, what's going on?
Marvin Gaye made what's going on,
Yeah.
dog. You hit
Mm-hmm.
it straight
Yep.
up. You heard me like, and that's where I always was with music. I mean, we could talk about this and that, but at the end of the day, it's songs like Heart of a Ghetto Boy that made me and Wale bond as you know, have camaraderie, him and his crew and the Wiz Khalifas and the Currencies and
Do
all
you
the New
trip
York.
out when they know who you are?
I mean, yeah and no,
Okay.
because I get it. Because I was a kid watching Eric B. and Rakim,
Mm-hmm.
Big Daddy Kane, Stessa Signing, Three Times
You
Dope.
said the GOAT,
Uh,
Big Daddy Kane. That's my goal. I'm Brooklyn, so you know I'm a little biased, but that's my favorite rapper all time,
hey,
Big Daddy
hey,
Kane.
BK, shout out to BK, shout out to
BDK.
all the followers. You heard me?
Yeah,
That brought it
BDK.
to shout out to
Yeah.
Heavy D and the boys. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Money Earning Mount Vernon. Shout out to everybody that did it because I'm a hip hop kid. I'm a hip
Yeah.
hop baby. I grew up off of it and I love what I got from it.
Mm-hmm.
And it allowed me not only to change the trajectory of wealth in my family, it allowed me to travel and see the world and know my value. You know what I'm saying? So that's what hip hop did for me. Hip hop was a college. Hip hop was a brotherhood. Hip hop was a church. Hip hop was after school care. Hip hop was a learning center for me, and it helped mold and shape my life. You know what I'm saying? Like I was destined to do this, and the whole thing to me as a man being in the skin that I'm in is just stay out of trouble.
Yeah.
If you can stay out of trouble, you know you could turn lemonade. You could turn lemons to lemonade. You hear me?
What's your favorite studio session ever that you either was in the booth or you just witnessed greatness happening?
My favorite studio session may have been when Snoop Dogg had Kane and No Limit.
Ooh, he did the Top Dollar with dog fleece collar dipping in the
Right? And Snoop came in the middle of the night to No Limit.
Wow.
Right? So I was always in the studio. So I would never forget this. He had a Woodson 81 Raiders jersey on. And he came through. It might have been 2 a.m. We up in there. He was like, looking for some things to relax himself. I was gonna put my hunt down, see if I could find some tree.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Go find a homie some gin. You know what I'm saying? And let him relax himself. And he just was giving so much dope advice. You know what I'm saying? Like that had to be one of the dopest moments. And to see like I'm doing records regardless, right? I'm recording, and Snoop would be like, hey man, let me put some ad-libs on that shit. Damn, that shit
You
hard.
like my shit? You like
right. So yeah, because I'm a fan. I had Doggie Style on cassette. I had Doggie Style on CD. I remember going hard on somebody. I borrowed the Doggie Style CD too. Like, you gotta come off my shit, homie. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, bro, that let me know as a young artist, thriving, secretly, I guess, wanting validation of the greats before you. That was one of the things that made me feel like another level of my career. Like, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, fucking what?
What song was you supposed to be on that's a big hit that we all know that you either turned down or missed the cut?
The song I was supposed to be on, but I did not. I didn't get a chance to get on the song. It wasn't a bad thing. It wasn't a good thing. It was Hootie Hoo by Master P and TRU.
That would have been. So why would Hootie Hoo? No, that was. I remember that record. Why wasn't you on the record?
I went home.
Wow.
They was working on it, and I went home for a minute. And I'll never forget, I came back eventually. And even that was dope to see P talking about, boy, you just missed getting on a banger. You heard me?
You
Like
damn
I
sure
remember
did.
seeing him in his face, like, oh boy, you just missed it. You know what I'm saying? I was like, it's all good. And then at the time, I was enjoying Outkast, and they had a song called Hootie Hoo. And like I said, I was big on
No biting.
right?
Yeah.
So I didn't know if he knew
Mm-hmm.
or not. You feel me? Just to keep it funky with you. So I was like, after I heard it, I was like,
Mm.
you know what I'm saying? So it went, and I never heard any feedback from Desert Family Outkast. So everything, I guess, balanced out. You know what I'm saying? You know, worked as it worked. It was a big hit record. They both hit records for both parties. Dig.
The 504, y'all got slang. How do y'all feel that your slang is worldwide now? Because I remember people saying "whoa there," and I'm like, fuck you, don't call me that shit. I ain't from the, like, y'all slang really, even that you heard me, I think Birdman say that shit like every 10 seconds when he talk right
Yeah.
now. And I even seen dudes on the internet from the NO talk, and I'm like, yo, he talk just like Birdman. Do everybody really talk like that?
You
Even the
know what?
chicks, even the females.
You know what? Check this out. Where you from, Doggie?
I'm from Brooklyn.
Okay, yeah, my bad. You say you're from
Yeah, yeah,
Brooklyn.
yeah, yeah.
Now I guarantee you, when you walk into a meet, right, a
Mm-hmm.
corporate meet, you got Doggie Diamonds, the corporate guy, right?
Mm-hmm.
A nice balance, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But as soon as something touches an emotion about maybe something to Brooklyn,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
heard
yeah,
me,
yeah,
or
yeah.
something, that BK might come out heavy.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
feel?
yeah, yeah.
I think that's what goes on. That's our language, bro. Our lingo is crazy, and that's just how we talk. You hear me? Like, and that's what it is. And in the mix of doing that, everything is yeah or here. You heard me?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You feel me? Like, and it's what it is. Like, you feel me? Like, we could be talking, we could be on a block, right? Say you pull up on the street, you heard me? You
Mm-hmm.
pull up on a block with a stove. You know, we hanging out, and and somebody stepped on your shoe
Mm-hmm.
or something, right? You know, it's child's play, but still, right? And you be like, damn, right? You know, and somebody gonna be like, and what? And you be like, all right, all right.
I'll be like, what the fuck y'all talking about here?
You know,
But
see
y'all
that
get it
all
though,
right?
right? Yeah.
See that all right? See that all right?
Yeah.
That all right? Yeah, that all right would be the last words.
Mm.
Oh, all right. Uh-huh.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
for sure. Yeah, for
Okay.
sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah. All right. Uh-huh. Oh. Yeah? Yeah?
So
Yeah, like,
cause he didn't say pardon me.
oh, I mean, it's just a matter of tone, vernacular. You know what I'm saying? That's just what it
Mm-hmm.
is. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you might have a favorite hat.
Mm-hmm.
You heard me? I might be like, oh boy, this my little yeah right here, boy. This my fucking yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, you heard me? Like that's just how we talk. To me, I look at New Orleans, I look at Louisiana as being like a third world country domestically. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Now, there's a lot of tourism involved, like Jamaica and other places like that, like islands. And our culture is the richest culture, you
Mm-hmm.
know what I'm saying, in the state, because we got the oldest African American neighborhood in New Orleans. You know what I'm saying? The Treme.
Mm.
And it's not about a beginning or ending, the Alpha Omega. It's just about knowing that you have family tied here somewhere, shape, form, or fashion.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? My people that migrated out that way, our people that migrated here. The culture is rich.
Mm.
And you know, that's what makes us us. That's the fabric of what makes us us. That's what made the world fall in love with us. You feel me? Like white t-shirt wearing, Reebok wearing.
5X white t-shirts.
You know that. You know how it was
Yeah.
in the late 90s, early
But
90s.
question though, what, because Turk and them admitted that their jewelry was fake. Was y'all jewelry at least real?
Nah, I mean, I don't know about a lot of other cats, but man, you know, we was Rolex wearing, you know,
So
them shits were,
you didn't have on a Geneva. You really had a Rolex on. Okay,
I had
yeah.
the
Turk said
5 8
that
dial.
Turk said their jewelry
Yeah.
was fake.
Nah, my shit was there. Yeah, you heard me. I
Gotcha.
had the 5 8 dial. Yeah, you know, I have football, NFL looking at rings, all
Yeah,
kind of
yeah,
wild
yeah, yeah,
shit.
yeah, yeah.
Calls
What's
hanging
the
out the
dumbest thing you
garage.
ever bought with your money?
I wasn't like that. I never was. You know, I never was like that. I was
Mm-hmm.
always stacking money. I mean, I bought a watch, you know, a chain. I bought like an artist of mine, a chain type thing to let him know, like, you know, I'm serious about him and his future. But, you know, that's it. I bought property. You know what
Got
I'm
you.
saying? The most expensive thing I ever bought, I bought $100,000 car. I bought
Okay.
a couple $100,000
What kind of car
vehicle.
was that?
I bought a Lexus 470 that came out. There's a truck with the hydraulic like the Range Rover. I got that too before I hit the streets. You heard me? Beverly Hills. Once I turned in Desmond and their family album, I went to Beverly Hills, Jim Folk, Beverly Hills. You might still see my face up there with the owner. Arm around me, you heard me? Because I paid for cash and paid $15,000 more to get it 2 months in advance.
Wow.
But I was always into buying property. You know what I'm saying? I was buying property. I would say that's the largest investment I did. You know what I'm saying? Was buying property.
Why are you not I've seen some of your interviews, so why are you not disgruntled, angry? I mean, you do have gripes about some stuff, but why didn't you let it get to you? Because, some artists, they start looking old, tired, teeth falling out. They talk about, man, in 97, why are you not bitter, jaded, and angry at this industry?
You know what, Doggie? Like, when you from where I'm from, my guy, like, like every day above dirt, every day not in a 6x8, you know what I'm saying? A 6x9, you feel me? It's a blessing, you feel me? And all this shit ain't nothing but a great example for you. If it don't kill you, it make you stronger. My mom always told me a delay is not a denial. So, I don't get mad, I get money. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I can't hustle with you on Monday and Tuesday you fucked up the re-up and not Wednesday I won't kill you. Like, So all our relationship as brothers or, whatever, right? So all that's out the window, like, behind some shit they print up and burn every day, bro.
Facts.
So, nah, man, like I just never was on it. My brother was a hustler and I take a man's word more serious than the paper. We can get paper anyway. I could be a garbage man, make good money. I could be a barber, make 6 figures a year type, you know what I'm saying? It was about getting money. So I think I appreciate the lessons and I learned from it. You know what I'm saying? And anybody watching, man, like I'm gonna keep it funky with you. Like, be mindful of a person that could tell you they changed their life, you feel me? Or, they may found Christ, whatever their thing is, you feel me? Because you don't know what they left to get here. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, like, so I don't waste my time with that. Like, I don't wanna waste time off of woulda, coulda, shoulda. When, you know what I'm saying, we can make some new tomorrows, some new money, some new memories, you heard me?
So, in them votes, what some of these vote records you got? You say you got Birdman. What else you got in them votes that we probably be like, when you gonna put that out?
That's another excellent question, my guy.
I do this. I'm the best. I'm the greatest. I'm the greatest. No
He's
notes.
The best. We the best.
Yeah, you don't see. Listen, you don't see no notes. Ain't no cheat sheet. This is all vibes. This what they all copying right here. This
what
right
they show up for.
Nori said it. He said, "Yo, we follow you."
Like a man, sometimes you gotta be the one to set the pace.
Yeah. The first.
What I got in the vault though is 8 or more songs with Just Blaze.
You lying?
Nah, I wouldn't.
Well, he did the beats.
Yeah.
Shit, I want that. That's one of my favorite producers.
Yeah, I got some vibes, bro. Me and Bruno Mars signed to APG at the same time.
So you got some Bruno Mars
as writers. I got an iPod full of some shit. You heard me? I'm talking about unreleased records, Trick Daddy, unreleased records, Trina, unreleased records submitting for Lil Kim. Some real big positive.
You ghost wrote before? Have you ghost wrote? Have you ghost wrote before?
You know what? Let me be clear. All honesty of knowing the tradition of ghostwriting, my name were on the credits on the publishing, so I can't call it ghostwriting. The term of ghostwriting goes like your name ain't nowhere on credits.
So you're credited writer on some songs.
Oh, definitely.
What song we know? Because if it's out there, you care to share with us? What?
Yeah. I mean, I did a lot of things for a lot of female artists.
He said a lot of female. He ain't say no name. Like who? Who?
Yeah. You heard me? Look,
we got to go search for it.
We still working today. Working today. Like I just don't get me wrong. You can look on the credits and see, but I had some great opportunities, bro.
Current female artists or a legendary artist who's still working, but
legendary and current.
That's out right now. Your pen is.
Yeah, show us Water Wet. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. So my thing in hip hop,
Let me
I'm a
get
hip hop.
$5.
Huh?
Let me get $5.
You want to cash out, Venmo, PayPal,
Let me get
what
that.
you want,
Let me
man?
see you that Zelle because I know that publishing. That's the game that everybody likes to talk about. You have all these people selling their catalogs. What are some of the misconceptions about publishing? Because we all think we know publishing, but I don't think we really understand publishing. What are some of the
Publish.
misconceptions?
I love publishing.
Okay.
I love publishing. I love everything about publishing.
Okay.
You hear me? Publishing paid for my wedding.
Got you.
You know, publishing pays me now. I see 12, 16 checks a year strictly off of publishing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like if I never do music again,
You good.
I'm good off of the fact that I see a return off the investment.
Got you.
You know, there's no 401k set for people in the industry like this, but we have to set it up for ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and then to me, most kids don't know. Like, don't get me wrong. If you're gonna sell your publishing, at least make it worth it to when even a janitor can retire.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, it's all a hustle. Birdman used to tell me, man, Fiend, we all hustling, bro.
Mm-hmm.
You heard him? We all hustling. So the misconception about publishing is that every record ain't a hit.
Mm-hmm.
So you can't think I wrote this song and they're offering you this for the publishing. Is it worth it? Is it not worth it? It's totally up to you in today's terms of like, is the stocks worth selling? Is the stocks, all the stocks worth anything?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But I'm out of all my publishing deals, I own my publishing 100%. And I'm just sitting back waiting to see somebody sample, use, steal, do something.
Yeah. Please. Like, please. Yeah, just send that in and what do you, before we get into what you're working on right now, I just got to talk about this because I never really got a chance to talk to nobody besides Turk at one point. Okay. Katrina. I watched it on TV and I was the first, I watched it and I'm a person who really don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm a person who's not a sad person. Like, you know, I'd be like, yo, shit happens. But that shit was so disheartening to me because I'm like, this is America? Like, you from there, was what I saw,
bro? Was
it really what I saw?
Yeah, it was no smoke, doggy. It was no banana in the tailpipe. It wasn't no smoke, bro. It like bro, like people think like, bro, you know how you know it touch you when you see your people fucked up.
Mm-hmm.
You heard me? I'm quite sure you done had enough slave movies to when you just don't see that shit no more, right?
Yeah.
So just imagine your people being fucked up, bro, in today's time. Like refugees, bro. Treated like slaves, like fucking, like
it was some movie shit. That's what I'm saying. It almost looked, when I see people on the roofs, like say when I seen the babies dying of dehydration, they didn't have no milk, they ain't drinking days. I'm like, see, one thing about me, I got a soft spot for the children. When I see the children suffer and the elderly, that's where I get it. The young dudes, y'all gonna have to figure it out. But when them babies, that's what get me. So that's what touched me when I seen the baby. I think the reporter was able to get the baby some Gatorade or something like that.
Listen, a lot of people wasn't said. A lot of things wasn't said, my guy. Like people dying from drowning, bro, couldn't swim. Right? I'm talking about people you hearing on your phone, leaving voice, bro, drowning, trying to leave you a message asking for help. You feel me? I'm talking about people being raped and shit in the Superdome, waiting for help as you sleeping there overnight, thinking that you're gonna get some help. You know what I'm saying? Cats raping fucking young women and shit, bro. Like, you know, like that shit is senseless.
Where was you at during all of this?
I was in Natchez, Mississippi, which is about let's say roughly maybe 2 hours or maybe 2 hours from New Orleans. I was doing some work. I was working with a kid. I'll never forget this shit, bro. I went out there to work. This dude had a mansion. His parents was out of town and he was getting some music from me. I never forget, I brought my drum machine and shit. I'm producing tracks. I got the QP. I'm gonna sit up here. I'm gonna roll up. We gonna chill. You hear me? I'm gonna take the whole weekend or whatever, and I'm gonna do this. And I'll never forget going out there at that time. My phone did not work out there. So I could get on somebody else's phone and check my voicemail, but my phone did not work out there. I don't know what that was about, bro. Towers or what, right? So picture the power goes out. I'm in Natchez, Mississippi, and a couple of days ago, we got candles. We go to the gas station. They got the beverages and ice chests and shit because the boxes, the ice boxes are the power gone. You heard me? So picture, we just chilling. We bought all the cigars out. We gonna go chill out, right? Some days go by and the power come back on. You hear me? I'm like, okay, right. So I'm like, oh shit, let me check my voicemail right quick. You hear me? Get on one of the guys' phone, check my voicemail, and I'm standing up there like this here, and in this living room, in a dining room, I'm chilling, checking my voicemail. In the next room, they got a TV, and the guys in there chilling. They watch the TV, and I got my back to them, and I'm listening to the voicemail. I'm looking at my phone like, what? Like trying to make sense of what I think I just heard, bro. Water's getting high. I can't swim. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, what? So then the guy called me, man, he's like, Fiend, man, come look at the news, bro. Your fucking city underwater. I'm like, the fuck? Nah, dog. That shit just, somebody tell you, yo, Brooklyn underwater. He's like, man,
I'm gonna be like, yeah.
Bro, I walked in there, bro. I looked at the TV, and I remember sitting down, and everywhere the camera panned, it was water. And I was like, what the fuck? And I just couldn't even grasp what was going on, right? So I'm thinking about my mom, my aunties and shit, and my little cousins. So I get to borrowing these guys' phones. I remember we lost our cousin Jasmine. She and her son went somewhere. People were separated, bro. Brought to different cities and just dropped off. No money in their pockets. Had to grab what they could. My brother is Palestinian. You heard me? I saw him and his family on the roof with a red shirt tying, trying to flag the helicopters, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like it was life changing, my guy. They got dudes breaking in the dealership, stealing cars or whatever gas they had in the car, running them completely through the fucking showroom floors, bro. Getting on the highway trying to get to Baton Rouge. Just imagine this city where I'm at right now is 1 hour from New Orleans. Imagine taking 24 hours to get somewhere that takes 1 hour, bro. People were spiking up the gas. The local gas stations, but them bitches were spiking the prices up dumb high. They was out there only letting you get like so many gallons at a time because they were trying to serve everybody and tax the fuck out of everybody. It was fucked up, bro. It was literally on some kill or be killed because food got short, the supplies were bad. It got bad, bro. Floating bodies all over that shit. I don't know if you just ever smell a corpse just
I smelled a corpse before. It don't smell good at all.
Yeah, I'm talking about just through the city. Just through the city.
Well, I smelled a corpse before, so I could imagine how a lot of them smell. And now I'm gonna tell the people that is a smell that you will never, ever, ever forget. And you've never smelled anything like that before.
Sure.
You've never, trust me, you can't. I could say shit, I could say diarrhea, I could say throw up. Nothing compares to the smell of a dead body. Nothing.
Not dead
rotten
flesh.
Body, dead flesh. Yeah, nothing. That's some shit that I'm smelling it now as I'm saying it. You will never forget that.
I know better. Your mind took you straight there. Like,
nothing smells like that. So musically, what are you doing now? Are you back in the studio? Are you working? What's going on with you right now?
Yeah, man, look, I got projects I've been working out. I've been touring over the last 12 years under the name International Jones.
Got you.
So that's more Smoking Grooves. I've toured with the Currency, Wiz Khalifa, Burner, you know what I'm saying, Method Man, Redman, Styles P, my brother Styles, you heard me? And we just been touring, bro, for the last 12 years. Everybody get a chance to go check out the project. Is entitled International Jones. You could talk any of the projects you could tune in, you feel me? I want you to tap into that and also tap into I also have a TV show podcast called Who Got That Fire, but the International Jones series is where if you wanted to know what it would be if Tupac or Biggie or to me, I'm not comparing myself. I'm just saying of mature MCs, what would they be doing today? You know, this is what my vibe, this is to me, I think what the vibe is. The whole International Jones thing is like a Congo Square in rap form. You know, my version of music is like a Louis Armstrong horn could rap. To listening to me is like listening to the Neville Brothers in trap. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so that's where I'm at.
You said the Neville Brothers. I said the Meters.
Yeah,
remember that? You know that, right? Yeah.
Look at you said the Meters. I like, look at Doggie.
No. Let me show you why. See, I don't know if you know, but I am a connoisseur of music as well. You see that?
Okay, you cutting up.
That is the SP1200.
Yeah. It's the SP12?
SP1200.
Oh, yeah, you cutting up.
Yeah. So this is what I do too. A lot of people don't know that though, but my audience do. So when I said the Meters and you said the Neville Brothers, I'm like, it all makes sense. You know, the Heavy D, the girls they love me. That's a Meter sample.
Really?
Yeah, that's a Meter
sample.
Yeah,
it's a Meter sample.
Yeah, a Meter sample. Yeah.
I'm gonna trip you out. I used to valet park Allen Toussaint's Rolls Royce.
Get Out My Life, Woman. Yo, his drums, Allen Toussaint drums is crazy. Well, I ain't gonna give him too much. That's a producer show, because I got a producer show too. So I'm gonna get you on that too, called the Beatmaker Show. Cool. So yeah, the Allen Toussaint, Get Out My Life, Woman. I'll just give y'all that one. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah, just
Valet Parker's Rolls Royce.
Yeah. Definitely got some sounds too. Some sounds.
Oh, birthplace of jazz, bro.
Yeah. So give them all your social media.
Hey, check us out, man. It's your man, Fiend International Jones. You heard me? Checking me out right now. My main man, 2050 Grand Doggie Diamonds. Stop what you're doing. Follow me on Instagram, 504. Now, look, I said O, but from New Orleans, it means 0. 504 Fiend, Fiend.
Okay.
You heard me? On Twitter, it's Fiend for the Money. Fiend, the number 4DA. Money. On Snapchat, it's Fiend Womp. FIEND WHOMP. Don't be ashamed to follow me. It's all love. I follow people back.
Podcast. What's the podcast? What's that?
The podcast is Who Got That Fire.
Okay.
Podcast. You heard me? This is in the background. You heard me?
Yes.
Appreciate you showcase on Who Got That Fire, baby. All we want to showcase is traveling, dope food, fly rides, beautiful people. And everybody getting to the bag, you heard me?
I gotta come out there, man. I never been out there. That's one of the places I've never been. I gotta come out there. I gotta go to Bourbon Street just to see on some tourist shit, just to see. But I gotta come out there. So when I come down, I'm definitely tapping in with you.
I got you covered, Doggie.
Yeah, I'm in the town. I don't smoke or drink, but I love some good food.
Listen, the food alone, my guy.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You could be here a year and not eat in the same restaurant.
Wow.
And listen, you could stumble across the best restaurant in your life every day.
Wow. All right, so yo, man, this was Fiend, man. I thank you for coming through. When you put some music out there, let's come back and talk about some music. I gotta get you on a producer show. What equipment you using though? I just gotta know.
I'm still using my Kaya 2000 Studio Plus.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I use Logic and Reason, stuff like that. Most is for sound.
DAWs, you on the DAWs.
Yeah. And also, believe it or not, I produce with a live band most of the time.
Oh man, you lucky, huh, man? That's my dream. Let me give a quick story. So at one point, Large Professor did this remix for Slick Rick called It's a Boy, right? It's a Boy. And in this beat, it has these Christmas bells. So I'm like, yo, how he get these Christmas bells in his beat? Me, 15 years old. I said, yo, I want Christmas bells in my beat. I went to Sam Ash and bought a sleigh bell, hooked up the microphone, hit record on the SP1200 and shook the bell. And that's how I got my sleigh bells. I was 15 years old.
You was a go-getter.
I wasn't. Yo, listen, I got on the F train to 47th Street. I'm like, yo, them sleigh bells is around here somewhere. No lie. Listen, even another one. This is the microphone right here. Biggie recorded Warning on in my house.
What?
Yes, sir.
That's crazy.
Yep, this microphone right here.
That is crazy.
Warning. Little Kim recorded on this. Uncle Murder, Sean Price, Tech from Smith & Wesson, Little C's, Aguilar.
Wow.
That microphone.
You got a little history over there, bro.
Yeah.
Baby,
yep.
Hear me?
You see that SP1200? I had that since 1993. That same machine.
That's hard. Picture just let me record on the same mic Jay cut vocals on the bass line. That boy just said, look, Fiend, I normally take the mic out because I ain't letting no motherfucking washed up ass motherfucking
Yeah.
writer.
Touch this mic. Yeah.
That boy just said, Fiend, I'm gonna leave J mic in this bitch for you today, homie. Yeah, bro. And listen, oh my God, dog. If you see Just Blaze, you can ask him yourself, man, Fiend, Fiend, some of y'all got some joints. He gonna be like, oh my God, we put some work in, bro.
All right, so yo, Fiend, man, and thank you for coming through. Appreciate you, man. Like I said, when I hit your town, I'm definitely gonna hit you up. Yo, I'm out here. Yo, show me around. Let me know where the food is at. You know what I'm saying?
That's perfect, fam. You're gonna eat great when you get here.
So I'm gonna sign you out. Peace. Until next time.
Peace, young Doggie Diamonds, man. Much love and life,
sir.
baby.
Yep. Yeah. Later. Yep. All right, y'all, man. That was Fiend 504 in the building. NO in the building, man. Make sure y'all subscribe. Make sure you hit the bell to get all the notifications. As for me, I'm on my way to the gym. I was gonna go to the gym and then change and do this, but I did this. Now I'm going to the gym. So until next time, man, I appreciate y'all for rocking with me. I appreciate y'all for supporting me in all my endeavors, man. Thank you so much.